I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Bruh.
Money is cool, I'm going to admit. But haven't you always wanted it to be more, I don't know, colorful? Well, I have done just that. I'm gonna go into my handy dandy dev console over here, scroll down, you can see there are now floor things. Oh boy, I wonder what they do. Okay, we have items, bundled money stacks, and exploding money stacks, okay? Now, the items are literally, they act exactly like Minecraft items. Let's spawn a taco with, you know, certain attributes and stuff. Oh, hold on, I was standing at that location. I believe if I open my, yeah, I just inexplicably got a taco. Let's try moving it a little further along. There we go. I can go ahead and pick it up. Sounds pretty nice. Yeah, you guys heard that, right? I added sound effects, and I want to add a lot more. You can do this with any other item in the game, and we also added a few more items, but I'm not going to show you those right now. Next up, we have bundled money stacks. You can spawn any amount of money that you want. You can also have it explode, but I'll show you that in a second. So basically, for this one, you're going to spawn however many millikeeps you want at certain locations. Don't worry about this weighted thing. I'll show you what that does in a second. But right now, I believe it'll just spawn the money stack. Yep, look like that. So you see, this is a blue dollar. Check this out. I don't know if you guys heard that. You definitely heard that. The exploding money stacks are where the fun happens, because you get to take, basically, I'm gonna click this weighted button here. We're gonna take a random amount of millikeeps here. It's always gonna add up to 10,000, but it's gonna spawn a certain location. We're gonna move it a little further along, and we're going to have it explode with a strength of 3. And you're gonna see what exactly that does in a second. I'm gonna move over. There we go. Okay, explode money stack. Bam. Check this out. Colorful money. We got some coins, and we have some interesting dollar bills, and they all, this is exactly 10 keeps, okay? Yeah, I really like this update. So, in a nutshell, what weighted does is if it's not weighted, then it will give you the exact amount in change. So if I have some random, like, a value amount here, it's gonna take the highest millikeep it can, it's gonna take the highest coin or dollar it can and put it to this generation pool, and then it will keep going down the list until it gets exactly this amount in the maximum amount of change. But weighted, it takes a random dollar bill out of a weighted list, and by weighted I mean that coins are more common, but it will always add up to 10,000 every single time via a very special algorithm. I don't want to get too much into it, but basically, if you have it unweighted, it'll give you exact change. If you have it weighted, then it will give you random dollars and coins, but it'll still add up to the same amount. So, crates are more interesting in this update. Instead of just having them be placeable blocks, you can now have them store inventories. Check this out. Oh yes, this is our crate inventory. As you can see, I have 157 keeps, 750 millikeeps, and as well as 2 tacos. Now, I can store any amount of items I want as long as it fits within 4 inventory stacks, and I don't have an inventory limit set, so like you can't stack at 64 or 100 or whatever. I'm not sure what I'm gonna set that to be. But you can also transfer money as well. Let's say I want to transfer a keep in there. Actually, I'm gonna transfer all of my money in there. And basically, like, you can just put a value more than what you have, and it'll transfer everything you have. But yeah, that's kind of what you do, and you can transfer it there, you can transfer it back, whatever your heart desires. Okay, so if you just click on your little inventory thingy, it will transfer 1 item over at a time. But if you shift click it, it'll transfer the entire stack over. Same thing over here, it will just simply transfer it over from whatever side it's on. Now I'm gonna put everything I have in this crate, and you'll see what happens, because normally you just click on it and it'll open the crate inventory, but if you click on it with a new special item that I've added, I'm gonna give that to myself. I have added hammers. Look at this. Dude looks like he's going to a construction job. Anyway, what happens if you click on this with a hammer? The crate explodes. As you can see, we have a lot of items here. Now, you might want to turn down your volume for this because this might get kind of loud. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. That's not all I added though. I wanted to get a little bit more wearables into the mix, so I added a few more. Okay, so ignoring these 3, we now have these new equipables. These right here, my friend, are Air Jordans. I wanted to make it so that you would run faster while wearing them, even if you're flying through the air, because, you know, they're Air Jordans. But I forgot to add that functionality before I recorded this. It'll be in 1.15 for sure, though. Next up, we have our Christmas sweater. I know it's not Christmas, but I just really like the way this one looks. Now check this out. We have the Dream Mask and our COVID Mask. Now the Dream Mask looks kind of cool, actually. I kind of like the way this looks. Then we have our COVID Mask. Now when it first spawns in, it looks goofy, but then it actually, shrink wraps to your face. And it looks kind of cool. Oh, that's right. Okay, I know what happened here. I just totally forgot that was a thing. Again, bug fixes will be implemented in 1.15. That's basically it.